No more excuses for Liverpool FC. So it's time to face the facts. It's time for Liverpool to face the music. Liverpool have been whack this season. Now, if you're a Liverpool fan like myself, you will know that Liverpool FC have been moving pretty much like a mid-table team since this time last year.
Emotional, damn it!
Now, I mean, great start to last season, brilliant first half of the season, second half of the season, not so much. Pretty poor thereafter, let's be honest. If it wasn't for Mo Salah having one of the best seasons any attacker has ever had in the Premier League last season for Liverpool, who knows where we would have been. I know where we would have been. We would have been further down the line in our thought process as to how good we think the manager Arne Slot actually is. Because for me personally, I say this with respect, but he's on fraud watch.
It's fake.
Now, we know there are many contributing factors to the state that Liverpool are in at the moment. Trent leaving and going to Madrid.
Fichar por un club como Real Madrid no sucede todos los días.
Man had the lingo down though. Fair play, Trent. He was definitely learning Spanish during our title season. And he was still more effective than our current right backs, no disrespect. Then we've got to take into consideration this season, Mo Salah's drop off. He literally fell off of a cliff. Nobody saw that coming. Did you see that coming? I didn't. I thought Salah was, good for at least a couple more years, at least. And I think he is. I just think it's the way that we use him. Think of Ronaldo and his evolution in the game, how he turned from an out-and-out winger to more of a number 9. I think Salah, not quite a number 9, but definitely if we use him on the end of moves rather than trying to create and trying to beat a man. Don't get me wrong, he's got the quality to create and set people up, but let's put him in the places of the pitch where he's there to end the move, to score the goals rather than to beat a man, one-on-ones. That's not his strength anymore. He hasn't got the pace anymore. I'm not saying his legs have gone, but he's nowhere near as quick as he used to be. So in terms of counter-attacking football, leave that to Jeremy Frimpong, leave that to Kirkes. Do you know what I mean? And to another contributing factor, Alexander Isak being injured or unfit for the majority of the season. Our record signing, over 100 million for this player, and we haven't seen him put a run of 3 games together. Not entirely his fault, but it's not a good look, man. Injured or unfit for the whole season.
I broke my back.
What do you mean by that?
My back is broken.
What, a vertebrae or what portion?
Spinal.
Is that all down to Arne Slot? In a word, no. But in my opinion, is the fading winning culture and mentality of the club down to Arne Slot? Yeah. I'm hearing rumours that there is a lack of intensity in training. I'm hearing that, between matches, players get a lot of time off, way more than they used to, way more than is deemed acceptable in other clubs and other institutions that are trying to compete at that highest level. And I also hear that Arne flies back to Holland quite a lot because his family still live there. So the fact that he hasn't or didn't want to make that step in bringing his family over, which it can be understandable. You might have young kids and whatnot and doesn't want to take them out of school and such, but you want your manager to commit. You want them to be in the city full time. You don't want them to be, jumping on the first plane back to the Netherlands, as soon as they get a bit of a break. So that feels like it's going to have an impact on the players and on the culture of the place as a whole. And then you look at the senior players. Virgil van Dijk mentioned the other day, I think it was before the Brighton game, that he was really shocked and surprised at the amount of players that were missing in training before the Brighton game. That's not a good sign. What do you guys think? What does a successful Liverpool season look like to you? For me, getting in the Champions League one way or the other would be a success for me after a season of such lows, after such highs of winning the Premier League last season. And let's not forget, we are still the champions. We are still the champions. Until Arsenal get it over the line or City get it over the line, we are still the champions. So put some respect on our name, please. Thank you very much.
When y'all saying my name, put some respect on it.
But listen, let me know what you guys think. Will Liverpool win a trophy this season? Will they make Champions League qualification? Let me know in the comments. You've been watching Ricky Speaks Sport. Get in the game. I'll see you next time.